Here's Walker to start the drive.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Okay, break.
They'll look to throw here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Quentin Johnston was the intended target,
and that'll bring up second down.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
Well, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
On second down, here's Herbert. And quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The Chargers at 7-1 now on the year, and they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Dwayne Eskridge.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on the first or second seed come playoff time.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Ray. 5-9. Ready.
Herbert now.
And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here's Herbert. Caught right side, Davis. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
It's Eckler again, and here he'll get it down to the 7. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He hits his target, Lockett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches
They'll try for the first with Walker. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Herbert on 3rd down now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Eckler now between the tackles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now it's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st down. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Hey, ram.
Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He completes this to Walker.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
19 Lions. 18 Rebels. 18 Rebels.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown!
Kenneth Walker.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that elevated surprise, I think he'll make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Walker now on 1st and 10. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Seahawks.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Give to Walker on the read option.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's out across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Herbert.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Here we go, shot.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Alert.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
The 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
65 cat, 65 cat. Mustang 19.
2nd and 9 now. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Draw play. It's Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
Baylor tight. 21. We'll go orange.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, Kappa.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Chargers 28. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
at their own 20-yard line.
380.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Trey Brown.
20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Seahawks 49, Chargers 28. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.